30 minutes on my phone. This is part 4, obviously. Sorry guys, my Uber Eats McDonald's came in, so I got my McDoubles, obviously. And after I finish this video, I'm going to upload it and enjoy the show, eat my nice McDoubles. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah, that guy from A Quiet Place, his name is, I don't know, Chris Crescenzi was, I forget his name. He was in A Quiet Place, in The Office. Obviously, he was in that movie. He's good for that Great Escape movie. He's good, man. I might have him be one of the major characters, obviously. You can even have his wife. The girl in A Quiet Place is his wife. You can have his wife be the what? Be his wife. You know, I can have him his wife. Not his wife. But he's good. But he's good for that Great Escape movie. Have him be one of the couples. Pay him a nice like $13.5 million for the role, which is like, I don't know, $9.8-10 million in American money. It's a good deal. I'm saying. So even though I'm paying these actors in Canadian money, I'm still easily competing with Hollywood. As on average, small A-listers make like a couple million per movie, so I'm easily competing with Hollywood. As A-list actors get 10, big A-list actors get like 10-12 million in Hollywood. See what I'm saying here? Keanu Reeves got $2 million for fucking John Wick, man. And $2 million is how much I'm paying B-list actors. So I'm EI. Your company easily competes with Hollywood. Yes, my company easily competes with Hollywood, obviously. The only difference between my company and Hollywood is that none of the actors get a piece of the royalties. Whereas in Hollywood, A-list actors can even negotiate for the piece of the profits. They're worth it in Hollywood, but for my movie, they're not worth it. See what I'm saying here? Even though my company easily competes with Hollywood for salaries, some actors in Hollywood can negotiate for a piece of the royalties in Hollywood. Which for my movie, they're not worth my royalties because they're not the main show. They're worth their millions, but they're not worth a piece of my royalties. And the small A-list actors are worth a rich salary, but they're not worth a bonus. So the actor from A Quiet Place, I'm willing to pay him a rich like $13.5 million for the role, but I'm not giving him a bonus because he's not a big A-lister. He's a small A-lister. He's an A-list actor, but he's not a big A-lister. You see what I'm saying here? Only the big A-list actors are worth their bonuses. I have everything planned. Yes, I have everything planned out for my company, obviously. Yeah. And I'm thinking Idris Elba's good for that movie too. You can for Great Escape movie too. But man, if I resign him, it's going to cause what a ruckus in the industry, man. Because it's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair that you're resigning Idris Elba and all of us are all left behind. All those Zane's actors gonna be pissed off. All of us are left behind. We're part of the Hollywood system. We're dirty slaves. We're getting served shitty food. We're flown commercial. Our career, we're the side attention, and we're left behind. Our career feels meaningless. Yeah, you're gonna be very, very pissed off, obviously. And the actors in Hollywood are gonna be very, very pissed off. It's not fair you're resigning him. You give us an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because these actors all want to be my movie so bad. Yeah. There's a high chance I might resign Idris Elba, man, because he's really, really good for that Great Escape movie, man. If I did, I'd pay him the same amount of money as that Quiet Place guy. I'd pay him like $13 million, $13.5 million for the role. Yeah. It's not fair, though, man. I'm not going to resign Idris Elba. It's not fair. But there's a small chance I might resign. We'll see what happens, obviously. And that's why he's in the biggest. As Ivan, man, I want to be in your Great Escape movie, man. I'm good for your movie, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, you're good for Xanis, you're good for the Great Escape movie, but you need to give other actors an opportunity. I'm not resigning you. You have to tell him that, obviously. That way he knows. See what I'm saying here? That way he knows, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. KJ Apple will beg his ass alive. Can I be your hidden map movie? No, look, KJ Apple. You were good for their unique, but you're not good for the hidden map movie. KJ Apple is perfect for their unique, man. He's perfect for those romance stories with Lumberjack Beard. He's perfect for that movie, obviously, but he's not good for the hidden map movie. He's not good for that movie at all. He's not good for that movie at all. Oh my god. But he's perfect for their unique. He's good for the. He did Rivendell, right? You know that he had that romance relationship with the other girl in Rivendell. He's what? He's perfect for what? For their unique KJ Apa. Yeah, KJ Apa is perfect. That's why I have him chosen, because he's perfect for the role of my best friend Jake. You're gonna see how close me and him are. We're gonna be buddies, man. We're close buddies, man. We're best friends. And he betrays me, obviously, because he's envious of my relationship with VJ, obviously. It's funny because in real life, everyone around the world is envious of my relationship with VJ. Yet in the movie, he's gonna be acting. He's gonna be envious of VJ's relationship. Yeah, in real life, he really is envious of me and VJ's relationship. That's why they all cause my mess. And they cause that mess, and they all fuck my wife, obviously. Because you guys, all the men in Hollywood are envious of my relationship with VJ. That's why they all fucked her, obviously. Because they all want a piece of her, because they want to cause mess with her because they're all envious. It's actually funny, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But please keep in mind, the VJ that those men got were VJ. It was a VJ who's trash, obviously, and the VJ that you're gonna see as Queen is not the same VJ that you see now. It's the VJ with the glowing view, the VJ who's fresh, the VJ who's more fit, and the VJ who's working out on me a lot. You know what I'm saying, Ivan you see now is not the Ivan who is not the same Ivan. The Ivan in the future will be the Ivan who's skinny and jacked, who has his full-grown beard, the glowing beauty. Yeah, it's a different Ivan and VJ, obviously. As I set the whole thing up, I'm a genius, obviously. You're gonna see how hot VJ is in all my movies. You're gonna see how hot VJ is and they're unique. Oh my god, you guys don't talk. Yeah, VJ will be smoking out with the glowing beauty. Yeah, more fit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's the VJ I get fresh. Obviously, you're gonna see how hot I am and they're unique with my lumberjack beard. You're gonna see how hot KJ Apa is too. As I'm not no homo, but KJ Apa is a fucking attractive man. You're gonna see how hot KJ Apa is and you're unique too. He's gonna have his lumberjack beard. We're best friends. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, man. See what I'm saying here? You're gonna see, yeah, BJ's best friend Megan. I'm gonna have BJ's best friend Megan be the small A-lister. That way she has lots. Just pay that actor $9 million. Have her be the small A-lister. I don't know who's good for that movie. The small A-lister will be in her 30s, and she has to be an A-list actor. I don't know, Zendaya. Zendaya's good for that movie. Zendaya's young. She's only like 20, I don't know, in her early 20s. By then, she'll be in her mid 30s. Zendaya is good for VJ's best friend. I think she's really good too. She kind of looks like VJ too. Zendaya kind of reminds me of VJ. You can have Zendaya be VJ's best friend and they're unique. Pay her a nice nine. By then, she'll most likely be a small A. So she'll probably be worth, $30 million, $20 million by then. Pay her like $9 million than they are for the role of VJ's best friend Megan. You can have by then Zendaya will be in her 30s. You can have Zendaya. I think that's perfect. You can have Zendaya be VJ's best friend. So I'm thinking Zendaya for Megan, and I'm thinking Sandra Bullock for VJ's crazy mother, and Zendaya for VJ's crazy ass best friend. You can do that. You can have Zendaya be VJ's best friend. Just perfect. Oh my god, Zendaya kind of looks like VJ too. That's a perfect duo. Yeah, it's VJ and Zendaya as best friends. Yeah, and I'm thinking Sandra Bullock is good for her mother. Sandra Bullock, you have other actors too. I was thinking Nina Dobrev for their unique too. VJ's sister, but Nina Dobrev but VJ's sister will be a minor character. You see what I'm saying here? She'll be a minor character. VJ's sister won't be a major character. That's why I'm not going to have Nina Dobrev for that movie, obviously. Nina Dobrev is good for The Great Escape, but I highly doubt she'll be chosen. I'm just throwing names out there. But I'm thinking what for the small A-listers for the Great Escape movie. I'm thinking what Paul Bettany, obviously, and I'm thinking that guy from The Quiet Place. He's good. I might have him chosen. I'm thinking he's good for one of the couples for that movie. And for their unique, I'm thinking Zendaya for VJ's best friend. Pay her a nice like $9 million for the role, which is a good deal. She's only worth, I don't know, like 10, 50 million right now. By then she'll probably worth like $25 million. Because They're Unique is a smaller budget movie, I'm not gonna pay her. I could pay her, it depends how much she's worth. If she's worth like, I don't know, in 13 years from now, Zendaya's worth like $25 million, I'll pay her maybe $12 million for the role. Pay her $12 million. It's gonna affect my budget. Hence why I'm only gonna have one big A-lister and one small A-lister for that movie, and that's it, man. If Zendaya is only worth like $20 million, by then I can pay her $9 million for the role. If she's worth a bit more, like 25, pay her like $11 million for the role of VJ's best friend. Have her be VJ's best friend. Have her be her what? Her crazy best friend, obviously. And she'll be in her 30s by then. She'll be like, I don't know, in her early 34, 35 around there. And she's good for VJ's best friend. You can have Zendaya be in the movie if you want. You see what I'm saying? Her? Yeah. know what I'm saying? And for the Hidden Vampire movie, for the Hidden Vampire movie, for the small acers, I'm thinking Hayden Christensen. Hayden Christensen's good for that movie too. Hayden Christensen, you know what I'm saying? Hayden Christensen's good for the Hidden Vampire movie. He's good for that movie too. And have him be the small acers. Pay him like 9 million, 10 million for the role. He's only worth like, I don't know, $10 million. But then he'll probably be worth like $18 million. Pay him like 9.5, 10 million for the role, Hayden Christensen. With the Hidden Vampire movie. He's good for that movie too. You can have Hayden Christensen be one of the small acers. Check my count here.